Hey guys, I just want to touch base on the new Blackfield track, which came out like a week or two ago or something. I believe it's called Jupiter, and it's coming off of Blackfield 4, or Roman numeral terms, 1, sorry, the reflection there. So, yeah, anyway, let's talk about this one. So Blackfield is the very well known one of it's another project of Stephen Wilson's. He wouldn't really like to consider it. Well, actually, it's more of like a glorified side project for him. Porcupine Tree and Blackfield, Stephen Wilson considers to be like his side projects. Essentially, it's just people know those more than his actual solo career, which he places the most importance on. And of course, we all know that he released a, again, he was continuing his solo project just earlier this year with The Raven That Refused to Sing. This is a program that I got when I actually went to see him, so I figured I'd show that really quick. But anyway, enough of my rambling. We're here to talk about this track. So the song again is called Jupiter, and it's quite an interesting little ballad. It represents a much different tone from what we've already heard off The Raven That Refused to Sing, which is a lot darker, more proggy, so to speak. Here, this is a lot simpler, more poppy, so to speak. It's a lot more peppy and upbeat in a way. Whereas with Stephen Wilson, or like his solo career, it's definitely a lot like darker and more melancholic in tone. Just whenever you hear it compared to Blackfield. I mean, Blackfield's pretty melancholic too, but just in a different way, in just a lot more romantic, ballady sort of way. And this is definitely another ballad, although it's not really as melancholic as a song like Glow. It kind of has like hints of sadness here and there, like more of like a nostalgic sort of sadness, not like a sort of dreary kind of like um, depressing sort of sadness. But this is actually a very it's kind of simplistic in nature, this song, but it's also pretty romantic in nature. It's pretty much like a Michael Bublé or Frank Sinatra song, just musically speaking. Whenever you hear the song, it just reflects more of like one of those like New York-y jazz sort of songs, like something you would expect from like Frank Sinatra or any of those other artists. Just whenever you listen to it musically, I mean, of course, it has Stephen Wilson's unique flavor, but that's just what comes to mind for me whenever I was listening to this song. And somehow Stephen Wilson actually sounds like more mature singing this song. I mean, of course, this song very much comes from the heart, but it's like just by the way he enunciates, or just it's pretty subtle. But I feel like Stephen Wilson's actually kind of aging a little bit. I mean, I know he's nearly 46, but like on all the other Stephen Wilson albums, he just definitely seemed a lot younger for his age whenever you hear him singing. Now, here I start to hear his age a bit, which I mean, hey, that's not a big problem at all. I mean, it just it feels like with his age, there's more of a mature tone to this song whenever he's singing it. So it definitely gives it a much more mature point of view whenever he's singing about these characters. Just with the like sort of raspiness like you hear with me right now, you hear like a more of an outside looking in sort of perspective, just by means of the lyrics and the music, just the way Stephen Wilson sings and presents the music. It feels like it's being presented from a much more mature perspective than before. Where, as on like a Porcupine Tree album, like albums like Fear of a Blank Planet, it felt like you're looking through the eyes of a child. Here it looks like you're looking through the eyes of a full-grown adult, which I don't know. I feel that's like a change of perspective on behalf of Stephen Wilson, just the way he sings it. I mean, I think I'm reading a little too into this, but that's just what I'm noticing. I'm basically just saying what I have to say, and I really like the visual effects here. It's presented by means of like someone like using their hand to basically form images of sand all across the screen, and those progress as the song progresses, of course, just by the way of the lyrics and just how those progress. The song goes from like the title to the sun rising over the hills. There's a bustling city after that. Then it goes to a hotel room overlooking the city. There's a man standing behind a curtain, and I guess the same person in like an hourglass. And then there's like a woman, possibly like a former lover, like looking down at, I guess maybe her lover or her former husband or something, and just basically covering her face in a expression of shame or disappointment. So I guess perhaps there's like a backstory between the lady being formed at the very end and the man that's standing there. Perhaps there's a much more like bitter relationship between them. Perhaps they were former lovers, and this is Stephen Wilson singing from the perspective of that character, and just how he or she is living through that. I guess he's singing from the perspective of the male, but this is just me reading into the song and just interpreting what I have to say again. But every song's up for interpretation, like what I'm doing right now. But anyway, yeah, I really like the sand being used to present the meaning of the song. It's simple and effective, which reflects the simpler nature of this very track. Anyway, if I were to give this song a rating, I might have to give it about an 8 out of 10 or something like that. I think it's a very nice ballad for sure, and it definitely makes me feel contemplative and reflective upon whatever I'm thinking about in my life. So if I'm ever like riding in a car somewhere, I'm just looking out the countryside, this will definitely make me want to look out the window and just reflect, which is very nice. I really like songs like that. Anyway, I'm really excited for this album. I really want to check it out and make a review for it. The second Stephen Wilson project that I've heard this year. First, the solo album, and now, of course, Blackfield. So I definitely want to touch base on Blackfield this year. And you can expect a full album review from me for Blackfield 4. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about the song. Really, really good. I really, really like it. And yeah, be sure to check it out. I'll send you the link right here. So there you go. It just magically appeared just like that. Yeah. And if you guys don't really feel like clicking up at the screen right there, I could just put it down in the description box too. So yeah, you can definitely check this song out. It's a really good ballad, and talk to you guys later. See ya.